heck are you in my review seat? Are you having fun again without me? Annabelle Creation stars Talitha Bateman. Lulu Wilson is directed by David F. Sandberg. I'm gonna let him sit here the whole time. I'm not taking my eyes off of him. Actually, I'll put him right here. Boy, has 2017 and 2016 just been landmark years for horror. This year might even top 2016. But before I get into this review, I want to give a quick shout out to a good friend of mine, Michael Trapson, who just happens to have his own YouTube channel. He is a huge Michael Jackson fan, like myself. We're good friends, and his channel it's exploded. So yeah, but check out his channel. But yeah, Michael Trapson, this one is for you, buddy. But I planned on seeing this movie anyway. It looked really interesting, and as soon as I saw that the reviews were really positive, first thing I thought about was Ouija Origin of Evil. The first Ouija movie was completely panned by critics. Everybody hated it. I did not see that movie. But Mike Flanagan directed it, so I went and saw it and loved it. It was really good. And Lulu Wilson is in that movie, who is also in this movie. Strange. But same situation here. Annabelle Creation. I have not seen the first Annabelle just because I heard how horrible that movie is. But again, this one was getting really good reviews, and you know, with a story like this, you could put it in any type of environment, and with the right director, right story, it could still be really good, really effective. I mean, everybody loves a good creepy doll story, so I've been waiting for a good Annabelle movie. But Annabelle Creation, it is a prequel to Annabelle. You got this family, the Mullins. The father is a doll maker, and he created the first Annabelle. And at the beginning of the movie, their daughter has a tragic accident, and so 12 years later, they decide to take in this orphanage, this group of kids, and one of the nuns, who is their caretaker. And as soon as they get into this house, which looks pretty damn creepy, by the way, one of the girls, Janice, played by Talitha Bateman, she makes the mistake of opening the door where Annabelle resides. And the evil spirit is let loose, and this is when all havoc ensues. Now, first off, I loved all the actors in this, especially the young girls. There is quite a few young girls, you know, probably under the age of 10 in this movie, and not a one of them is a bad actress. Now, out of all these girls, there are two that steer the ship. That is Talitha Bateman and Lulu Wilson, and they do a phenomenal job. Really, Talitha Bateman is the main star of this movie. She has a leg injury. She is wheelchair bound, so her ailment plays a big part into why she has to deal with Annabelle more than all the other girls. But this is a horror review, okay? Let's get down to brass tacks. Why do you go see a movie like this? You want to be scared, or you want the story to be really creepy. And does it do it? Yes, it does. That is the good news. Not all of the scares work, but I would say most of them do, and they're not all the same. They're pretty damn creative. David F. Sandberg, who directed Lights Out, which is a pretty competent horror film, he does a great job at keeping the characters interesting, keeping the story moving, and inserting the scares throughout here and there. And the movie really takes its time. It has its own pace, and I like that. I like that they took the time to set up the story first, set up the characters first, so when the shit does hit the fan, it gets pretty damn creepy. There's a certain point in this movie where they pull the scare filter out and they just completely let loose, and it earns its R rating in spades. I'll just say that. Also, I love what James Wan is doing with this whole horror shared universe, with The Conjuring 1 and 2, and then the Nun movie that's supposed to come out, and of course the other Annabelle movie. They all don't hit, but it's still kind of exciting. And I'm not gonna lie, after watching this, knowing that the first Annabelle is bad, I was curious to go back and watch the first one, because they do, of course, tie this one into the first movie at the end of this one. Now, I know you guys are gonna be screaming at me in the comments saying stay far away, but I'm curious. And I'm one of those guys, I can enjoy a bad horror movie. It can happen. Also, on a side note, there is a Scarecrow in this movie, and I've always been kind of fascinated with scarecrows in horror movies, and I would love them to do kind of a spin-off on that if possible. Maybe they are, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, that Scarecrow was pretty damn creepy, actually. Now, as far as any cons, it's not a perfect horror film, but it definitely gets the job done. It's definitely one that I would watch again. So I'm going to give this a purchase worthy. I think it definitely earns that. And you know what? I have to give studios credit for taking a property that might not have done that well the first time, or it was critically bashed, and then saying, hey, there's still something here that we could explore. Maybe we get another director on this. and we get a good movie out of it. And that's what they did with Ouija, and now they've done it with Annabelle. And so, you know, maybe they could do that with other properties. Who knows? So anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on Annabelle creation? Looking forward to hearing them. Post down in the comments. Also, come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day, every day. And on Fridays, we'll be free for all Fridays. If you like what I'm doing, please hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. This review will be filed in my brand new playlist, Evil Things. I created 5 new playlists for all my horror reviews. We got Evil Things, Psychotic Horror, Zombies, Creatures, and Slashers. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, guys, if you like what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and Drumdums out.